Hi, my name's Morgan Anderson. I work in the Media Services Department at the Mother Church. And if your lecturer is using Zoom webinar as a platform for delivering an online lecture, we just wanted to walk you through the process of joining a lecture. Okay, so if you look at my screen here, you'll see that I've got this email that came from the lecture chair or the branch about tonight's lecture, and it's about to start. So I'm going to click on this link to join. And what will happen is that my computer will download Zoom, which is the platform that this lecture is being given on. And it's an app that runs on your computer or your smartphone. And you may, if you've never used Zoom before, you may be asked to download the software either from um, through your web browser or through the App Store on your smartphone. You should know that Zoom is totally free. You don't have to sign up for an account to use it, and you don't have to pay anything to use it. And you just want to make sure to allow this action to happen. So your browser may give you a message to say, do you want to do this? And you just say yes. It's important to know here, and I'll do that while we're waiting. So you can see my browser gave me this message to say open Zoom. I already have the app installed, so this is why it's just saying open. But again, if you don't have the app installed, it may ask you to download it. So I'll say open, and this app launches. This is called Zoom, and we'll see that this I'm sitting here in a Zoom session, this window, and all I can see is I can see nothing because my lecturer has not started the lecture yet. So I'll just kind of be in this room. But if I hover my mouse over the window, you'll see that I have a few options here. Starting on the left is my audio settings. And if I click that, then I'll be able to say what is my speaker, and I want to use my headphones, which is from my computer. It's called USB audio device. But on your computer, it might be called your internal speakers or whatever. You can do a test here. I'm going to close that for now. And if we look over here, there's a raise your hand feature, but the most important one is probably, and the lecturer will tell you this, is the Q&A box. So I'm going to pop that open because at some point during the lecture, I'll be able to ask a question. It pops up a window here. I'm just going to move that off to the side because once the lecture starts, I want to be able to see things. And it says, feel free to ask the host any questions. So I'm going to wait for the lecture to start here. And I'm going to, we're doing a little simulation here with some of my colleagues at the Mother Church. So I'll say, I'll have her simulate the lecture here. So I'm just waiting for it to begin. And at the time that it begins, then I'll see, oh, there's my friend Tara. She's our lecturer today. And I'll be able to hear her and I won't be able to speak to her because this is a webinar. This is something I'm just kind of watching on TV, but there will be the opportunity maybe to submit a question. So I'm going to submit a question to Tara here in the Q&A box. And I have the option to send it anonymously, but I'm going to say, and tell me about spiritual healing in today's environment. And I'm going to hit send by hitting this blue button. She'll see that question. I can see that I sent it, but nobody else can see it. She'll just be kind of waiting, and she's going to answer it here online.
Great. So I see there's a question that's come in from one of our participants, and then the lecturer would be able to answer that question for you.
So that's in brief how to join an online lecture. You can always leave the meeting. Close the Q&A box here. You can always leave the meeting down here in the right-hand corner. But when the lecturer finishes the lecture, they'll end the meeting automatically. So that's all you have to do. Thanks for taking a few minutes to learn how to use Zoom. Should a Christian Science lecture be given in this way?